This right here is 200 pieces of samosas, and I made them all from scratch for a customer. I'll show you exactly how, step by step, so you can start making and selling them too. I'll take you through every detail from the exact measurement to making the dough, to weighing and having the perfect round shape, to rolling and stacking, with little tips and tricks for achieving the perfect wraps, to making the best samosa filling and folding tightly and perfectly. I'll show you exactly how I turned simple ingredients into a product everyone loves. First, we start with the dough, and I'll use this measuring cup to measure 14 cups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Here is it all measured. I'm going to add some salt. I'll add 3.5 teaspoons of salt. Then mix properly till it's very well combined. Then I'll make a well in the middle, and I'm going to add in my water. So this is 1 cup of water added, 2 cups of water, 3 cups. Added 3 cups to start with, and then I'm going to use my hands to mix this properly. Then I'm going to add 1 more cup of water, and I'm going to keep mixing. So that's 4 cups of water added already. So after mixing for a bit, I realized it needed more water, so I'll add 1 more cup of water, making 5 cups of water added, and I'll go ahead and knead this properly. So I add 1/3 cup of water to this, so that's making 5 plus 1/3 cups of water added in total. And you're going to go ahead and mix this. You're going to knead this properly till it's very well combined. This is the texture you are looking for. I'll knead this a bit more till it's a bit smoother like this. So it should not be sticky, it should almost stick like this. Okay, it shouldn't be too hard, and it shouldn't be too watery or too soft. So I'll just add a little bit of oil to oil my bowl, just like this. Then I'll go ahead and place the dough in, and I'm going to turn it on the other side. Then I'll cover and let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so I'll keep this aside for 15 to 20 minutes. So after 15 minutes, you can tell that it's rested by the way the cover looks. So this is what our dough looks like after 15 minutes of resting. And as you can see, guys, it's really stretchy. Can you see how stretchy it is? So when it's stretchy like this, that's when you know that it's rested perfectly and it's perfect for use. So you're going to need a scale for the next step. So I'll place my bowl like this, set it to 0, okay, just as so, and then I'll place my dough in, the whole of it, and here it measures 3 kg 77 grams. So I'm going to divide this 3 kg 77 grams, that's 3077, into 56 parts, and I want to measure each for 54 grams. Okay, so I'm going to keep reducing till I get exactly 54 grams. I'm going to measure 54 grams of each of these. So here we have 54 grams, which is what we need. Let's get closer. So 54 grams, and I'll just keep this aside, and I'll go ahead and keep measuring 54 grams each till I get 56 pieces in total. So this is 63, reduce it, 52, add a bit more, and 53, add more, 54. So in business, you need exact measurements so everything is uniform. Okay, so I went ahead to measure everything. Okay, 60, 53, 54. So I went ahead to measure everything till I got 54 grams each and 56 pieces. Okay, so this is everything all cut and all measured and all equally measured. Go ahead and cover this. I'm using my Ziploc to cover. You can cover with whatever to prevent it from drying. Then I'll take one and watch closely, guys. I'll just flatten it up like this. Then I'm going to pinch at it like this to cover, to properly seal it off like this. And after pinching, I'm going to flip it over and then roll it on my palm like this to form this perfect round shape, and I'm going to keep it back and cover it, and I'll take another one and I'll repeat the same process. So that's what you are going to be doing. Watch carefully and closely how I do this. You need to be really careful so that it forms this perfect round shape, and then you keep it aside and take another one. Just make sure that they are covered so it doesn't dry up. You see, we are dealing with a lot of the dough, we're dealing with plenty, so you need to be careful so it doesn't dry up. So just keep repeating the process, keep on kneading to form this perfect round shape, just as so. Roll it in your palm and keep it aside. Okay, at this point we're done with half of it, with about half, and then we're going to do the other half off camera. So this is it, all done. This is everything all done, all rounded, perfect round shape. And after this, we're going to sprinkle flour all over it so it doesn't stick. Go ahead and cover it up again. We sprinkle some flour so it doesn't stick to our Ziploc bags. Okay, so here I have 4 of the rolled dough taken, and then I'll just sprinkle some flour and I'm going to roll this wide, not too wide because we are going to roll this again. So I'm going to flatten it up like this. After flattening this up like this, I'm not going to flatten it up too much. I'll keep it aside and go ahead and roll the remaining 3 just as so. So I'll sprinkle some flour so it doesn't stick and place it on the other one and keep rolling. Okay, I'll keep repeating the process. Sprinkle some flour and place it on it so it doesn't stick, and then roll again. After doing that, you're going to keep repeating the process. You're going to be stacking up 4 each. Okay, so this is the next one we're doing. Rolling, sprinkle some flour and then place on it so it doesn't stick. Take another one, sprinkle some flour, place it on it as so. Keep doing that till you're done. Okay, so here we've done 2 sets, which is 4 each twice, and I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that till you exhaust everything. So at this point we are almost done with the rolling, so we're just going to continue repeating the process. Roll it, sprinkle some flour so it doesn't stick, then place another one on it like that as so. Then we're going to keep repeating the process till you've exhausted everything. So I advise you to be generous with the flour. It might look like the flour is too much, but trust me, since you're dealing with a large batch, you want to sprinkle some flour so that when it's time for you to use, it comes off easily. So for the next step, you're going to take one like this, okay, and then you're going to oil this. You're going to oil it generously. Please be generous with oiling. Then sprinkle flour, also be generous with the flour. Then you place another one on, then grease with some oil. Oil this, brush it with some oil properly, please, and then you sprinkle some flour. Make sure you sprinkle enough, and then you place another one in as so, and then you're going to oil again. Use your brush this properly, please, the edges, the sides, the middle, everywhere, to prevent it from sticking later. Then sprinkle some flour and stack up the last one. So after placing the last one on, you don't need to oil anything. Okay, so here is 4 all stacked together and well oiled. Okay, well oiled, well floured, and I'm going to repeat the process with this other 4 also. Okay, so let me do this again so you see. Brush with some oil, enough oil, sprinkle some flour, place another one on, brush with enough oil, sprinkle some flour, place another one on. Do it like that till you've done the 4. So at this point I've done 2, and I'm going to repeat the process for all these remaining ones just as so. So at this point I think we're done with oiling and flouring. And next step is that you are going to roll this flat. You're going to roll this wide and flat. Okay, flip on the other side and roll wide and flat, just as so, just as you see me do. So at this point this is ready. Okay, this is well rolled, and I'll just keep this aside and go ahead and continue with the rest till I've rolled everything wide and flat, just as so. This is okay, so I'll sprinkle some flour so it doesn't stick, and I'll place it on the other one, and I'll keep rolling. Okay, keep rolling wide and flat and just keep repeating the process. Before you stack on each other, please sprinkle some flour just as so, then place it on the other one, and I'll go ahead and keep repeating the process, guys, till you've exhausted everything. So at this point we are done with everything, and here we have everything all rolled. Here is 14 pieces in total. Okay, so just take one like this, and we're going to place in our pan. Use medium heat, don't use low heat, use medium heat for this. So when it starts to bubble like this, flip it like this, so all the edges touches the heat, so the heat touches all the edges, and then I'm going to flip it like this. Okay, this almost got burnt. Please be careful, be watchful, make sure it doesn't get burnt like this. So as you can see, it's popped up like this. See the whole bubble thing is peeling off easily, which means that it's ready to take it off heat. So take it off heat, place another one, and you're going to just keep repeating the process till you're done. Okay, so flip, so all the edges touches, and flip on the other side just as so. And guys, you can see how it's coming off easily because we oiled this and floured it perfectly. So take it off, and you're going to place another one in just as so. So guys, keep repeating the process till you've exhausted everything. Okay, a lot of people complain that when they are peeling it off, it keeps tearing, and I'll keep saying that if you oil this perfectly and you flour it generously, it's not going to stick. Look how perfectly this is coming off, guys. So at this point we are done, and this is everything. I'm going to place them all like this. This took a lot, guys. I'll advise you to get someone to help you if you're doing a bulk order. I did this alone, and guys, I'll tell you, it was not easy. So cover with a clean towel to retain moisture so it doesn't dry, or cover as I did. Okay, cover it till you're ready to use it. So when it's cooled down, go ahead and peel them off like this. Can you see, guys? Can you see these perfect wraps? Can you see? So this is what your wrap should look like. It should be transparent like this and really soft like this, that when you squeeze it, you can gets back to its normal shape without tearing or looking dry. So go ahead, I'll advise you to go ahead and trim off the edges just as I did. So if you trim off the edges like this, it's going to be easier for you to work with. It's going to be more seamless, more smooth. Please don't throw this away. You can fry it and maybe drizzle sugar syrup on it. It's so nice and kids love it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut as so, divide into two. I'll go ahead and cut also into two again. And guys, this is all our wraps all ready. Okay, so I'm going to place them in Ziploc bags just as so. So one good thing about this is you can place it in Ziploc bags for weeks till you're ready to use it. Okay, so I'll place, although I did everything on the same day, I just placed them in Ziploc bags and kept them aside while I started up on the filling. So the next step is filling, and this is 3 kg of beef. I minced the beef at home. So to my pot, I'm going to add some onions, enough onions, guys. Samosas need onions. If you don't like onions, I don't know. So add some onions, fry your onions a bit, then you're going to go in with your beef. Okay, go in with all your beef as so. I'll advise you to use a wider pan or pot for this step. Okay, this was a bit too deep, but it's okay. So when your beef is cooked like this a bit, when the color has changed from pink to like this state, then go ahead and add your seasonings. Add your salt. This is ginger garlic powder. Then go in and season to your taste. Okay, so add in ginger garlic powder. See, I added enough here. Then add in your blended Scotch bonnet pepper. This is Scotch bonnet pepper blended with some garlic. Okay, so go ahead and add it in. Stir this properly till well combined. Okay, please don't do too much because samosas easily get salty. So add in your seasoning cubes. Okay, just as so. And then go ahead and stir properly till well combined. You can season this to your taste however you want. Make sure to mash up this beef, okay, because it can get really chunky. So I added some paprika just as so, added a bit of curry, some more onions like so, and stirred properly till very well mixed. Then I went in with my carrots. You're going to stir this properly till very well combined, just as so. You can add whatever vegetable of choice, but I think only carrot is okay. So cover this and let it cook till the water is all dried and you can take it off heat. So into this bowl I have flour and water mixture. Okay, I'm going to mix till it forms a paste, just as so, and then I'm going to use this paste to seal off the edges of the samosas. So at this point I've brought out all my wraps and it's time to make the samosas. So you're going to fold like this, add your paste in like this, and fold on the other side, and then you're going to take your filling like so and place it in, and then you're going to add your paste just the way you see me do, like this. Then you're going to cover to seal it off completely, and that's it, guys. Make sure your filling is well cooled before doing this, otherwise your wraps might get soggy and it wouldn't be crispy. So it's best for your filling to be well cooled before adding it into your samosas, before using it. Okay, so go ahead and add the paste just as so and cover, and that's it, guys. That's our samosa all done. Okay, so go ahead and keep repeating the process till you've exhausted everything. Guys, this is a whole lot of work, so I advise you to get some help. If you have somebody close by, ask that person to help you do this. It's something that's not difficult to learn. So go ahead and keep doing that, adding your filling in just as so, and then you're going to add the paste, the flour and water paste as so, and then you're going to seal this off properly. Okay, so this is what we have. So let's do one more. Add the paste in, cover as so to seal off completely. Then you're going to open this side up like so, add a bit of paste in. Okay, cover as so to seal off completely. Then add in your filling just as so, add the paste, and then you're going to seal off completely. So that's it, guys. That's how to make samosa. Guys, this took a whole day, but if you have time on your side, you can divide it in. You can do it in 2 days or 3 days. You can make the wraps a day 2 or 2 days 2, and then keep it in your freezer, and then the next day you can make the filling and wrap them all up and make your samosas. Okay, at this point we're all done. Everything is all ready. If you've been looking for a good business to start, samosas are always in demand for parties, events, or family. All you need is the right recipe and you can turn this into steady income. I'm going to pack them up all together into packs of 10 because that's what the customer wanted. She wanted them frozen and packed just like this. Let's count this all together. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is 200 pieces in total. So click on the videos on your screen right now to watch more videos on samosas and spring rolls. There's different recipes. See you in my next one. Bye.